Friends, what if your entire world changed in a single day? What if everything you once believed was safe suddenly felt terrifyingly uncertain? In today's video, we're diving into the gripping story of a mind-blowing film, one that will make you question the world around you. So grab a cup of coffee or tea because this journey is going to be a little long and truly unforgettable. Far out at sea, a cargo ship was slowly moving toward them. Half an hour had passed. The family was enjoying themselves on the beach, but the girl was still staring intently at the ship, not looking away. The family assumed there must be a nearby port, so no one took the ship too seriously and went back to their own activities. But the girl kept staring at the ship. A strange restlessness was visible on her face. She kept trying to warn her mother again and again. The daughter says, "Mom, that ship is coming even closer." Now the mother gets up and looks outside, and she too realizes something isn't right. She quickly wakes her sleeping husband. By the time the ship gets even closer, everyone understands that the situation has become serious, and they don't have much time left. Within moments, panic spreads across the beach. People start running in every direction, terrified. Thankfully, the ship gets stuck in the sand just in time, so no one gets hurt. But after all this chaos, the girl's family quietly returns to their villa. On the way home, the girl and her brother keep talking about the incident. When they reach the villa, their mother tries to look up information about it online, but by then the internet is already down. Even the husband is unsure what to do. Suddenly, a deer appears outside the house. The husband says, "Deer are supposed to be a good sign in stories. But is it really a good sign?" By evening, the whole family sits down for dinner together. But even late into the night, the network doesn't return. Trying to lighten the mood, Amanda and her husband start playing around with blankets. Just then there's an unexpected knock at the door. The husband feels something strange. He grabs a baseball bat and walks slowly toward the door. As the door opens, a tall black man and a woman are standing right outside. There's something in his eyes, something unsettling. That makes Amanda and her husband freeze for a moment. Then he speaks. "I'm the real owner of this house." He goes on to explain that, while returning to his city home, he noticed something strange. Power was out everywhere. The roads were damaged and completely deserted. He realized that if there was no electricity or phone network in the city, he might as well come back to the villa. Hearing this, Amanda is shocked, because she had just rented this villa a few days ago. She replies, "But here, it's just a minor power cut. It'll be back soon." The man warns them, "If you don't believe me, then you'll need to return my money and leave this place." After some tense discussion, they finally agree. They'll return half the rent, and both families will live in the villa together. But as the man walks toward the closet to collect his money, a gun is clearly visible inside. Everyone pauses. A chill runs down their spines. But once the money is handed over, Amanda's husband agrees to the arrangement without further objection. Later, everyone sits together in the drawing room, trying to settle down. That's when the man says something that changes the mood again. The world outside, it's already falling apart. Just then, when everyone gathers in front of the TV, every single channel is showing only one thing. A warning message. No matter how many times they switch channels, the same message keeps flashing. Emergency situation activated. Now even the husband begins to realize something serious is going on. A little while later, the black man and his daughter are asked to stay only in the basement. The daughter gets upset. "Why should we be treated like this in our own home?" But her father gently holds her hand and says, "Sometimes it's safer to stay quiet than to start a war you can't win." The next morning, Amanda wakes up from a deep sleep. As she checks her phone, a GPS notification pops up. Power outage caused by hackers. Confused, she tries to process the news. Meanwhile, outside, her daughter sits quietly, looking into the woods. Suddenly, she notices something strange. The blue deer, which had been alone all this time, is no longer alone. From deep within the forest, an entire herd of deer begins to emerge. Slowly, silently, one after another. Something about it doesn't feel right. It's as if nature itself is sending them a warning. Everyone gathers to make a decision. Someone needs to take the car and check what's really happening outside. Amanda's husband volunteers. He drives off into the unknown. At the same time, the black man visits a friend's house, only to find it completely destroyed and abandoned. He searches the garage and finds a satellite phone, but there's no signal. He then walks toward the beach. And what he sees sends a chill down his spine. Wreckage from a plane crash scattered across the shore. And just then, another plane falls from the sky right into the ocean. Meanwhile, Amanda's husband sees a woman on the road asking for help. He slows down and listens. But he can't understand her language. A moment later, she drives off in her own car. Suddenly, a helicopter flies overhead, dropping bright red flyers that fall all over his car. Back at the villa, the black man returns and confesses to Amanda. He used to work for a classified government division, one that specialized in predicting future events. He had seen signs of something like this coming long ago. Before Amanda can respond, a loud explosion shakes the ground. Panic spreads. Amanda runs out to search for her kids. After a few tense moments, she finds them and brings them safely back home. Soon after, her husband returns too, holding one of the shiny red flyers. Their son picks it up and says, "This looks like a flyer for some kind of game, but it talks about the end of America." Amanda can't take it anymore. She decides they should leave and go stay with some relatives in the city. But the black man warns. The roads aren't safe anymore. Still they set off, only to get stuck in a massive traffic jam. Suddenly, a self-driving smart car speeds toward them. Amanda screams at her husband, "Get in the car! Now!" They narrowly escape, but more smart cars begin swarming the road. Traveling is no longer an option. They return to the villa, their only shelter left in a collapsing world. That night, Amanda sits down with the black man for a quiet conversation. Curious, she asks, "Why did you even buy this villa, all the way out here?" The man pauses for a moment, then begins to tell a story. He says, "Once, at a party, a very influential man pulled me aside. He told me about a secret meeting, a gathering of the world's most powerful people, where they would discuss plans to control the future of the world." Amanda listens closely, trying to understand if he's serious. "That meeting," he continues, "was supposed to decide who survives and who doesn't." The air in the room suddenly feels heavier. Amanda stares at him in disbelief, not sure if this is just a conspiracy, or if she's finally hearing the truth behind it all. Then the man looks at her and says, "Whatever's coming, save yourself before it arrives." Amanda freezes for a moment. A chilling thought crosses her mind. Could this man be behind all of this? Sensing her suspicion, the black man calmly replies, "Maybe. But just know this. The people truly behind this. They think 10 steps ahead of us." His words echo in Amanda's mind like a warning from the future. Rare birds like flamingos, once considered nearly extinct, are now roaming everywhere out in the open. Meanwhile, inside the house, Amanda and her husband are searching through some old books, when suddenly, a loud and strange noise echoes once again, making everyone jump. The next morning, Amanda's elder son wakes up, only to find that all his teeth are loose. The moment anyone so much as touches them, his teeth fall out with disturbing ease. Seeing this, everyone sinks deeper into fear and worry. But the greatest concern is that the little daughter has been missing since morning. Amanda's husband searches every corner of the villa, but there's no sign of her anywhere. And just then, the older son's condition suddenly worsens. To deal with this problem, they split into 2 teams. Amanda and the black girl head toward the jungle in search of the daughter. When they reach a small hut, they start hearing some noises from outside. As they go to check, they discover that a large number of deer have gathered there, all staring at them. To ward off the potential danger, Amanda and the girl start shouting loudly, trying to scare the deer away. Thankfully, their screams work, and all the deer panic and run away. On the other side, the black man goes to a friend's house to ask for help, taking his 2 sons along. When he knocks on the door, his friend appears extremely cautious and nervous, saying, "Stay back a little, then I'll open the door." A moment later, he comes out holding a gun. The black man explains his desperate situation and hopes that, as a friend, he'll offer some help. But the friend replies, "The world isn't the same anymore." Amanda's husband pulls out some money and tries to offer it to him. But the friend shakes his head and says, "Money means nothing now. Medicine and food are the real wealth." Tension rises in their conversation. The black man declares, "We're not leaving until we get the medicine." In an instant, guns are drawn on both sides. Everyone is pointing weapons at each other. Amanda's husband tries to de-escalate the situation. "Please put the guns down." But no one is willing to back off. Finally, Amanda's husband pours out all his pain and desperation. Hearing his story, the friend softens and agrees to help. Just before they leave, he shares a crucial piece of information. Maybe all this destruction began in South Korea. He turns to Amanda's husband and asks, "Do you think our 2 families can survive together?" But the husband doesn't understand. "What are you trying to say?" That's when the black man explains, "There was this important man. He once told me about a safe place. If the world ever faced a disaster like this, we could all go there and survive." In the beginning, he didn't understand any of it. But now, it all seemed like the warning signs of a much bigger war. That important man had said something else, something crucial. Direct war is too costly. That's why most countries don't attack from the front. They break a nation from within. In the first phase, communication and transportation are cut off. In the second phase, flyers are dropped to spread fear among people, and rumors begin to circulate. In the third phase, the people themselves start to tear their country apart. At that very moment, a massive mushroom-shaped cloud rises above the city, as if a nuclear blast has just occurred. Everything slowly begins to turn to ash. In the final moments of the film, the little missing girl accidentally opens a secret door to a hidden bunker. Inside she finds a kitchen, a comfortable bed, and shelves stocked like a supermarket. This reveals that the people could actually survive inside the bunker for a very long time.